Tiger Woods has always been more than a golf legend. He's a headline maker, and this time it's not about the fairway. The 15-time major champion just revealed he's moved in with someone truly special, Vanessa Trump. Their relationship has quickly become the talk of the town, with Tiger sharing heartfelt posts about how life feels brighter with her by his side. Fans are buzzing not only about his future in golf after recent surgeries, but also about this bold new chapter in his personal life. Step inside their world and see what's making Tiger smile again. Keanu Reeves just moved in with someone special. Take a look inside. Keanu Reeves isn't just delivering high-octane stunts on screen in films like Ballerina and Good Fortune in 2025. Off-camera, he's quietly deepening one of Hollywood's most intriguing long-term partnerships. At 61, Reeves has been living with his longtime partner, Alexandra Grant, the Los Angeles-based visual artist and writer with whom he first collaborated over a decade ago on books like Ode to Happiness and Shadows, before going public as a couple in 2019. According to multiple sources, they now share a home in LA, a move that fans have been buzzing about as the most tangible sign yet that his famously private love life has entered a stable new chapter. Unlike the tabloid-driven romances of so many action stars, Reeves and Grant's bond has been built over years of creative fellowship and mutual respect. She's not just a plus one on the red carpet, she's his artistic collaborator and equal partner. The fact that they live together was confirmed in 2024 by close sources who described this as the most fun, fulfilling relationship Reeves has ever had, highlighting how they keep one another grounded despite global fame. Fans have spotted the couple on rare public outings, like a Broadway date night in New York on September 28, 2025, where they appeared hand-in-hand at the Waiting for Godot premiere, underscoring how Reeves no longer shies away from quietly sharing his personal life with the world. Tom Cruise quietly moved in with someone, and it's making headlines. Tom Cruise has always been Hollywood's most enigmatic action star, the guy who hangs off real airplanes, doesn't use body doubles, and rarely lets his personal life become tabloid fodder. But 2025 has been a rare year where that famously private side of Cruise has bubbled into public conversation in a way fans actually care about. For months, Cruise has been linked with Oscar-nominated actress Ana de Armas, after the two were spotted together multiple times throughout the year, from dinner in London to a cozy weekend in Vermont, where they were photographed holding hands while strolling through town, sparking widespread buzz that they weren't just co-workers, but something more than friends. By late summer and early fall, reports claimed the duo were deepening their connection to the point of exploring a future together. Some outlets reported that Cruise, who's famously private about all things personal, was ready to take a major step, amid wedding buzz and prenup talks, with the idea that he and de Armas might establish a shared future and even talk about a family base, a move that many outlets interpreted as Cruise considering someone special long-term. Fans and industry insiders took that as the most concrete signal yet of a serious relationship, not just red carpet appearances, but lifestyle planning at the next level. However, entertainment reporting in late 2025 shifted slightly. Multiple outlets then suggested the relationship had fizzled by October, with sources saying the two realized their connection didn't have the long-term spark they'd hoped for, choosing to stay friends and collaborators instead, and not publicly confirm a cohabitation or engagement. Sandra Bullock just let someone move in. Take a look inside her home. Sandra Bullock has always lived life on her own terms, and her private home life is no exception. The Oscar-winning actress, now in her early 60s, has long guarded her personal world, especially after the heartbreaking loss of her longtime partner, photographer Brian Randall, in 2023 after a battle with ALS, a fact Bullock has publicly acknowledged as one of the most challenging periods of her life. Since then, she's kept her personal relationships largely out of the spotlight, focusing intensely on raising her two children, Louis and Layla, whom she adopted in her late 40s and often describes as her top priority. Bullock's homes themselves reflect that blend of privacy and family focus. She owns multiple properties across the United States, from estates in places like California and Jackson Hole, Wyoming, all of which she has curated not for paparazzi photos, but for peaceful living with family. It was amid these private residences that Bullock recently leaned on close friends like Keanu Reeves and Jennifer Aniston for emotional support, not as a fleeting guest, but as those sharing meaningful connection with her and her family for support after loss, reflecting the grounded way Bullock continues to rebuild her life around community and stability after loss, prioritizing emotional support over publicity. Brad Pitt's new living setup isn't what fans expected. Brad Pitt has spent more than 3 decades as one of Hollywood's most iconic leading men, with a filmography that stretches from Fight Club to this year's blockbuster F1, the highest-grossing movie of his lead roles, making over $509 million worldwide and redefining his box office pull well into his 60s. Yet in 2025, it's not his next stunt or dramatic role that's dominating headlines. It's his home life. After years of notoriously private relationships and a long, very public divorce from Angelina Jolie that formally concluded years ago, Pitt has quietly taken a significant step. He's now living with his partner of 3 years, jewelry executive Inez de Ramon. Sources tell People that Pitt, 61, and de Ramon, 32, have moved into a new home together, blending their daily lives and travel plans while keeping things intentionally low-key. This isn't a headline-driven tabloid romance. It's an evolution fans saw subtly unfolding. The couple first sparked public interest in 2022, then made their red carpet debut at the 2024 Venice Film Festival, followed by major appearances together during Pitt's F1 promotional tour throughout 2025. What makes this living arrangement unexpected isn't simply that Pitt is cohabitating, it's how grounded and private the setup is. Whereas many celebrity couples plaster every room on social media, Pitt and de Ramon prefer what insiders describe as a quiet, normal home life with intimate traditions rather than nonstop publicity. Reports even noted they planned a low-key Thanksgiving together in late 2025, highlighting a rhythm that feels more personal than performative. Cher just invited someone special into her life and her mansion. At 79 years old, Cher continues to prove that life after superstardom can be both vibrant and deeply personal, and in late 2025, she's taken what many fans see as her boldest personal step yet by sharing public moments with someone truly special. The pop icon, who shot to global fame in the 1960s as part of Sonny and Cher and later cemented her status with hits like Believe and If I Could Turn Back Time, plus an Oscar for Moonstruck, has been in a relationship with music executive Alexander A.E. Edwards, 39, since 2022, and sources now say the two continue dating despite living separately, sharing space and everyday life in a way Cher rarely lets the public see. This living arrangement isn't a Hollywood press stunt or a flash-in-the-pan romance. Cher and Edwards have been a couple for over 3 years, with fans first noticing their chemistry at events like the Cannes Amphar Gala and during Cher's Saturday Night Live after-party appearance in December 2025, where they appeared together publicly in stylish looks, complete with Cher's signature glam and fresh blonde mane that had fashion insiders buzzing. Insiders report that Cher has embraced a sense of joyful connection with Edwards. Despite the 40-year age gap and some public chatter about it, Cher herself has brushed off criticism, describing their relationship as joyful and grounded, and even noting how well she gets along with Edwards' young son, a dynamic that spontaneously turned their time together into not just a romantic refuge, but a blended family vibe. Ben Affleck's new home has a familiar face living inside. Ben Affleck isn't just redefining his career in 2025 with films like the upcoming Netflix thriller The Rip and the crime drama Animals. He's quietly reshaping his personal life too, and the latest development has fans doing double takes because the familiar face linked to his new Los Angeles home isn't a new romantic partner, but someone he shared one of the most public love stories of the last 2 decades with. After finalizing his divorce from Jennifer Lopez in early 2025, a union that had begun with one of Hollywood's most iconic reunions in the 2020s and culminated in a high-profile marriage and split. Affleck purchased a $20.5 million Pacific Palisades mansion that's notably more low-key and family-oriented than the gargantuan Beverly Hills estate he once shared with Lopez. What's surprising fans now isn't just that Affleck put down roots in a new home, it's that Jennifer Lopez still plays a part in the life unfolding around it. Multiple recent reports note that despite their divorce being finalized this year, Affleck and Lopez have maintained an unusually amicable relationship centered around family and shared traditions. They were photographed together for a holiday shopping outing in Los Angeles just days ago with Affleck's 13-year-old son Samuel, highlighting how they're co-parenting and staying close without any romance. Lopez's presence in and around Affleck's new living setup, from joining family-centric moments like the Brentwood outing to being part of family-centric moments, paints a picture quite far from the stereotypical Hollywood breakup narrative. It's not a scenario of secret lovers or surprise engagements, but something more grounded. Two former spouses who continue to share space in life, if not under one roof, collaborating as co-parents and public figures who respect each other's roles. Jennifer Lopez just opened her doors to a new live-in guest. Jennifer Lopez has been at the center of multiple headlines this year, not just for her headlining Up All Night live in 2025 residency, debuting at the Coliseum at Caesars Palace for late December, or her electrifying performances at international events like the Udaipur wedding in India, but for what's been happening behind the scenes in her personal life too. After her 2025 divorce from Ben Affleck, J.Lo continued living in the expansive Hidden Hills mansion she purchased post-split, a property she kept even while it underwent renovations earlier in the year, a move that signaled a conscious decision to make the estate her own home base again. What's making waves now is that this lavish California estate, the same one she cozied up in with family during Christmas 2025 and used as the backdrop for rare intimate holiday photos with her daughter Emmy and sister Linda, reportedly isn't just a solo sanctuary anymore. Sources close to Lopez tell People and other outlets that her teenage daughter, Emmy Maribel Munoz, 17, has been spending significant time in the mansion, with her bringing a renewed sense of family rhythm and warmth to the sprawling space. What some fans might find charming is that Lopez isn't just hosting a guest in the flat in the impersonal way celebrities sometimes do. She's woven Emmy back into her daily life. There is a constant presence, sharing meals, traditions, and those now famous cozy moments with family. This shift is especially meaningful given Lopez's very public personal year. Following a major romantic chapter with Affleck that ended in divorce, she's repeatedly emphasized family and stability in interviews, balancing massive work commitments, including upcoming film projects like Office Romance, while consciously centering connection at home. Rihanna's new property comes with an unexpected companion. Rihanna continues to expand not just her music and business empire, she's also quietly building an intriguing real estate and family life chapter that's surprising fans in the best way. In 2025, the Barbadian superstar and billionaire mogul, with her Fenty Beauty and Savage X Fenty stakes contributing to a fortune estimated at over $1 billion, isn't just living luxuriously, she's living with her growing family as her closest companions. After purchasing and customizing a magnificent Beverly Hills mansion with partner A$AP Rocky, a property that has become the central hub of their daily life since 2020, Rihanna's primary residence now includes not just her beloved partner, but also their three children, sons Arza and Riot Rose, and daughter Rocky, born in mid-September 2025. This family living setup makes Rihanna's home far more than a showpiece for her superstar status. It's now a real family hub, built with the kind of everyday rhythms most celebrity homes never reveal. Unlike some A-listers who keep kids and fame compartmentalized, Rihanna and Rocky have woven parenthood directly into their domestic life, hosting family moments in the serene surroundings of their Beverly Hills compound. That shift from global icon's mansion to genuine family home is what caught public attention and headlines in late 2025. Here's the twist that makes the situation really stand out. This isn't a two-parent, two-child setup that fans expected. Rihanna and Rocky's household of 3 kids, especially with a newborn in the picture this year, adds a dimension of warmth, chaos, and everyday life that most celebrity real estate stories don't explore. Instead of claiming an empty trophy mansion or renting out properties for investment, Rihanna has placed family and grounded living at the center of her architectural legacy, making her Beverly Hills estate feel more like a bustling, lived-in home than a static palace. Chris Evans just moved in with someone, and fans are obsessed. Chris Evans, long adored by fans as Captain America and one of Hollywood's most down-to-earth leading men, quietly entered one of the most talked-about personal chapters of his life in 2025 when he and his wife, Alba Baptista, the Portuguese actress he married in a private Cape Cod ceremony in September 2023, moved into a new family home together that now includes a very special new resident, their newborn daughter. Evans and Baptista welcomed their first child, a daughter named Alma Grace Baptista Evans, on October 24, 2025 in Massachusetts, marking the first time the actor has lived full-time under one roof with a partner and his own child. For years, Hollywood has watched Evans carefully guard his romantic life. Early dates with Baptista were subtle and stylish rather than headline-seeking, and even after their 2024 Vanity Fair Oscars after-party debut, the couple stayed intentionally low-key, choosing private moments over public spectacle. But in 2025, everything shifted. The star listed his longtime Los Angeles home for sale to spend more time near family on the East Coast, and the move to a shared residence with Baptista and their daughter signaled a real lived-in commitment to family life that fans say feels genuine and heartwarming rather than staged. Inside their new home, sources describe a rhythm of everyday life that feels refreshingly normal for a Hollywood A-lister. Late-night feedings, dogs in the yard, and movie posters from both of their careers hung as personal art rather than for show. While Evans continues working, including a high-profile return to the Marvel Universe as Captain America in Avengers Doomsday, this domestic setup has become the real headline of 2025 because it shows a star known for his privacy actually embracing partnership and parenthood at home. Selena Gomez's latest move involves someone she once kept private. In 2025, Selena Gomez isn't just dominating pop culture with her Emmy-nominated acting and business ventures, she's rewriting her personal story in a way that has fans both emotional and wildly curious. After years of famously guarding her private life, the 33-year-old entertainer took what many are calling her most significant personal step yet. She married someone she once kept far out of the public eye. And yes, now that person is living with her. Gomez tied the knot with record producer Benny Blanco on September 27, 2025, in a star-studded private ceremony in Santa Barbara, California, surrounded by close friends and A-list guests, including Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran, Steve Martin, and Martin Short, a gathering that blended Hollywood glitz with deeply personal joy. This isn't just celebrity gossip drama, it's a full-on life evolution. Gomez first confirmed her relationship with Blanco publicly in late 2023, but the two had actually known each other years before, having met in 2015 when Blanco co-produced one of her hits, a connection that eventually blossomed from friendship into romance and then straight into marriage. Their collaborative studio album, I Said I Love You First, released in March 2025, didn't just top charts. It chronicled that transition from creative partners to life partners, with songs like Sunset Boulevard inspired by their first date in Los Angeles. Johnny Depp's new housemate just broke the internet. Johnny Depp has always been one of Hollywood's most enigmatic stars, a ferocious talent who went from indie darling to global sensation with roles in Edward Scissorhands, Pirates of the Caribbean, and the upcoming thriller Day Drinker, alongside Penelope Cruz and Madeline Klein. But in recent years, it isn't a movie role that sent fans into a frenzy. It's his casual connections. After years of fiercely guarding his private life, Depp sparked online reactions when photos of him with Russian model and beautician Yulia Vlasova began circulating in 2024, leading to speculation that she may be more than just a friend. Vlasova, who's over 3 decades younger than Depp, first met him at the Karlovy Vary International Film Festival in 2021 and was later seen alongside him at locations like the London heliport in casual, cozy photos that spread across social platforms. Fans were quick to trace the timeline of their appearances, and amid Depp's more open moments with the public, the idea that she might be close became notable. The pairing ignited debates about everything from age gaps to celebrity privacy, with fans and commentators dissecting every image and social media comment for clues. Here's where the story gets even more interesting. His representatives later stressed that Depp was single, and sources close to the actor have downplayed any suggestion of a formal relationship. That hasn't stopped the internet from loving the theory that Depp, who recently opened up about feeling nostalgic for the time he spent raising his children, Lily Rose and Jack, in France, might be entering a new chapter that marries creative expression with personal connection. Gwen Stefani isn't living alone anymore. Take a peek inside. Gwen Stefani hasn't lived a life that most people could ever imagine. But in 2025, one of the most talked about private celebrity home stories isn't about a glamorous mansion tour. It's about what's inside it with her. The Grammy-winning singer and fashion icon, best known for pioneering the ska pop sound with No Doubt before launching a stadium-filling solo career, has been sharing time between homes, not alone, but with her husband, Blake Shelton, at their sprawling Oklahoma ranch alongside their California estate after years of splitting time between the coasts. Stefani and Shelton tied the knot in 2021 after meeting as coaches on The Voice, and in early 2025, they kicked off the year with family life together, spending time on the ranch with Stefani's youngest son, Apollo, in sight. Fans consider this place Stefani's most personal refuge, a stark contrast to her earlier Hollywood pads because it blends her California star sparkle with Shelton's rustic country roots. Inside the ranch, an estate with wide pastures, a cozy holiday-ready kitchen adorned for Christmas, and even a budding flower garden that Stefani showcased on social media, the atmosphere feels far removed from typical celebrity spectacle. The holiday season saw them decorating and hanging garlands, a scene fans have called holistic domestic bliss, captured on her own posts and fan videos. What makes this setup especially fascinating for fans is that it's not just a celebrity guest scenario. This is a family rhythm. Stefani, Shelton, and her 3 sons from her first marriage, Kingston, Zuma, and Apollo, experiencing everyday life together, from donuts at breakfast to outdoor country walks, far beyond polished red carpet moments. Michael B. Jordan just changed addresses and his relationship status. Michael B. Jordan, the Black Panther and Creed star who's become one of Hollywood's most bankable and respected actors, quietly shifted his living situation in recent years, and it's sparking buzz because it dovetails with where his personal life seems to be headed. Jordan, 38, listed his well-known Encino, California home, a sprawling farmhouse-style property he had purchased and upgraded years earlier, after listing it on the market in 2023, signaling a major lifestyle pivot as he spends more time traveling internationally for work, including directing and starring in high-profile films like The Thomas Crown Affair, set for 2027 release. Rather than buying another Hollywood trophy house, sources show he also picked up a separate Sherman Oaks property, a $1.7 million home he purchased for his parents, giving him a family-centered hub as his base while his own living arrangements evolve. In the context of 2025, that move isn't just about real estate, it reflects his current priorities. Jordan has repeatedly emphasized that after his 2022 split from model Lori Harvey, one of his most public relationships, he's been single and not in a committed partnership as of late 2025, despite persistent speculation in fan circles, including rumors about connections with co-stars like Haley Steinfeld during press tours for Sinners. Nothing has been confirmed as a romantic living situation. The actor himself has spoken about not rushing into a new relationship after his breakup, focusing instead on his career and the idea that the right person would need to fit into his life at the right time. Celine Dion's home life just took a surprising turn. Celine Dion's life in 2025 has been one of quiet resilience and evolving family dynamics, and the most surprising turn isn't a headline about a new romance or flashy project. It's how her home life has shifted into a deeply family-centered chapter amid her ongoing health battle. The global superstar, best known for voice-shaking classics like My Heart Will Go On, has been living with her three sons, Renee Charles, Nelson, and Eddie, in a home in Henderson, Nevada, after previously selling a much larger Las Vegas mansion she once owned. That house, which famously featured extravagant touches, was replaced by a residence that reflected a simpler, family-oriented rhythm rather than celebrity spectacle, and fans first saw glimpses of that during holiday celebrations shared on social media. What really makes this shift intriguing and surprising to many is the context. Dion has been privately battling stiff person syndrome, a rare neurological disorder she disclosed in 2022 that has profoundly affected her mobility and vocal abilities. Rather than frantically trying to maintain a public performance schedule, she has prioritized being at home with her family, leaning on her sons for daily support and connection as she navigates the challenges of the disease. This year saw her making rare public appearances, including surprising fans at a Coldplay concert in Las Vegas on June 7th alongside her children, a moment that underscored how her family is now interwoven with her public life in unexpected ways. Lady Gaga just moved in with someone, and it's not who you think. Lady Gaga's life in 2025 is nothing short of a high-drama pop opera. But the most surprising move-in moment fans are obsessing over isn't a secret lover or shocking fling. It's her fiancé and creative partner, Michael Polanski, deepening their shared life in a way that feels real rather than performative. For years, Lady Gaga, born Stephanie Joanne Angelina Germanotta, one of the best-selling music artists in history, has balanced public spectacle with guarded privacy. But this year, she and Polanski have taken their relationship from rare date nights and award season outings into deep domestic territory. Polanski, a Harvard-educated entrepreneur and venture capitalist who also co-writes and executive produces with Gaga, has been her partner since 2019, and they got engaged in April 2024, though she confirmed the proposal publicly later that year. This year, sources confirm the couple continue building both life and art in tandem, from co-creative projects to everyday routines many of our little monsters never expected to see. What makes this newsworthy isn't the romance angle alone. It's how it integrates with her creative universe. Polanski isn't just someone she's seeing. He's a collaborator on projects like her Harlequin Live One Night Only concert film, which was co-directed and produced by Gaga and Polanski and performed in an intimate setting that blurred the line between stage and lived-in space. The aesthetic of that performance, shot at the Belasco Theater with a stage designed like an apartment, evokes the very shared domesticity Gaga and Polanski are cultivating in real life. Katy Perry's new living situation just went public. Katy Perry, the Santa Barbara-born pop icon whose career has spanned from I Kissed a Girl to the global Lifetimes tour in 2025 with its sci-fi butterfly spectacle and sold-out arenas, has quietly shifted more than just her tour wardrobe this year. She's shifted her personal life into public view in a way that fans absolutely didn't see coming. After ending her nearly decade-long engagement to Orlando Bloom in June 2025, with whom she continues co-parenting their daughter Daisy Dove Bloom, Perry's romantic world took an unexpected turn. She began a relationship with former Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, and the two have openly embraced a shared life rhythm that sparked headlines and intrigue across entertainment and political circles alike. The surprise move wasn't just about being a couple. The pair were photographed hand-in-hand in Paris during Perry's 41st birthday celebration, a moment widely interpreted as the pair's first official public appearance together, and since then, they've reportedly been spending significant time in shared spaces as their relationship deepens. Sources have talked about their holiday plans together and noted how the former political leader and global pop star are navigating busy schedules by coordinating time that blends their personal lives from seasonal get-togethers to travel plans tied to Perry's worldwide tour schedule. This development is remarkable not just because Katy Perry's love life is now a headline, but because it involves someone who comes from an entirely different public sphere, a long-serving head of government rather than the usual Hollywood creative or musician. Even insiders have described it as a connection rooted in mutual respect and shared values rather than pandering to media frenzy, and fans have been buzzing over the juxtaposition. Pop megastar meets global statesman. For someone who once launched herself into space on a Blue Origin flight and has spent decades commanding stadiums with candy-colored spectacle, this mature, unexpected co-living chapter, where personal life intersects art, parenting, and former political office, may be Perry's most human and compelling act yet. Ashton Kutcher's latest move was all about family. Take a look inside. In 2025, Ashton Kutcher isn't making headlines for a flashy relationship twist or tabloid spectacle. He's making them for family life and home evolution, and the story is as grounded as his reputation as a tech entrepreneur and dad. Kutcher, 47, and his wife Mila Kunis, whom he met on That 70s Show and married in 2015, shared two children, daughter Wyatt Isabel, born October 1, 2014, and son Dimitri Portwood, born November 30, 2016. Parenting has long been their number one priority, with Kutcher once openly calling fatherhood his most important role and the couple agreeing to stagger work so they're never both away from the kids at school at the same time, a rare arrangement in Hollywood and a strict part of their parenting plan. This year, what shifted for the Kutcher-Kunis household isn't a celebrity fling moving in, but a deepening of their family space and routines. The family lives in a custom-built, sustainable farmhouse in the guard-gated Bella Vista Estates in Beverly Hills, a property they meticulously designed with architect Howard Backen to be both eco-friendly and homey. Think solar photovoltaics that power the estate and a modern farmhouse aesthetic that prioritizes warmth over flash. Kunis has even taken on the role of head of her local homeowners association, handling mundane but real neighborhood responsibilities like noise and trash complaints in the community where they raise Wyatt and Dimitri. Inside their home, everyday life reflects intentional parent-first choices, low-key family dinners, shared chores, and laughter over simple moments that contrast sharply with Kutcher's blockbuster past in movies like Dude, Where's My Car? And rom-com hits like No Strings Attached. Even Kunis's decision to limit herself to one film a year underscores this shift toward family rhythms rather than industry hustle. This move isn't about someone new coming through the door. It's about all four of them building a life together in a home designed for connection, calm, and continuity, the kind of real-world chapter fans rarely get to see from Hollywood's spotlight. Reese Witherspoon just moved in with someone. Here's what we know. Reese Witherspoon's personal life took a quietly headline-worthy turn in 2025 when she continued deepening her relationship with her boyfriend, German financier Oliver Harman, in a way that feels more intentional than tabloid fodder. The Legally Blonde and The Morning Show star, now 49, has been publicly linked to Harman, a founding partner at private equity firm Searchlight Capital and minority co-owner of the NHL's New York Islanders, since they were first spotted together in New York City in July 2024 and later packing on PDA during a St. Tropez yacht holiday in July 2025. After finalizing her divorce from talent agent Jim Toth in 2023, Witherspoon was open about taking things slow in her love life, and insiders describe her connection with Harman as balanced and very special, with neither partner seeking constant spotlight attention. What has fans talking now isn't just that she has a boyfriend, it's how the two have progressed their relationship, spending time near New York City, where her son Deacon is studying at NYU, making the arrangement both emotionally and logistically meaningful. In a year when she's continued to juggle starring roles, producing duties through Hello Sunshine, and festive family moments with her three children, Ava, 26, Deacon, 22, and Tennessee, 13, Witherspoon's new relationship reflects a blend of career, co-parenting, and romance that feels grounded rather than sensational. Longtime fans might chuckle at the irony. The same woman who starred in a Netflix rom-com called Your Place or Mine in 2023 is now literally testing whether Your Place or Mine works in real life, and the answer seems to be a thoughtful mix of both. George Clooney's private lake house now has a new permanent guest. George Clooney's legendary Villa Oleandra on Lake Como, an 18th century villa in Laglio he bought in 2002 for about $10 million, has always been more than a celebrity retreat. It's practically a character in the story of his life, career, and love. Today, the estate, now valued at roughly $100 million thanks to real estate market surges and Clooney's expansion of adjacent parcels, is hosting his young family, including his twin children, Ella and Alexander, during summer retreats as part of a year where the Clooneys have openly blended family life with their international lifestyle. The villa isn't just a summer hideaway anymore. It's become a lived-in seasonal retreat, especially as the family has been spotted nearby during major events like pre-Venice Film Festival gatherings that included Ella and Alexander alongside A-list friends like Adam Sandler, Laura Dern, and Jim Broadbent. Nestled in the tiny village of Laglio on Italy's famed glacial lake, a place that instantly became world-renowned in part because of Clooney's presence, Villa Oleandra's 25 rooms, lakeside pool, cinema, and even Clooney's own vintage motorbike garage have played host not just to Hollywood peers, but now to the next generation. Clooney's wife, human rights lawyer Amal Clooney, has long emphasized privacy for their family, but this year's social photos and event appearances show the twins stepping into public life in a way that's both rare and remarkable for parents of very young children. What makes this family moment special isn't a Hollywood spectacle or celebrity fling. It's seeing a villa that anchored Clooney's transformation from movie star to family man become a real home base during retreats for his children in their formative years, blending Italian heritage, cinematic history, parts of Ocean's 12 were shot in the region, and everyday family rhythms in one of the world's most iconic lakefront estates. Kourtney Kardashian's house tour ended with a shock about who lives there. When Kourtney Kardashian opened the doors of her Calabasas estate during the 2025 house tour on The Kardashians and social media, fans thought they were just getting another peek into the Push founder's sophisticated California life. But the finale revealed something even more personal and family-centric. With their longtime home undergoing extensive renovation after more than a decade of ownership, Kourtney shifted her primary residence to her husband Travis Barker's adjacent Calabasas mansion, effectively blending households rather than just renting or staying temporarily. Barker's Waldo Fernandez-designed home, originally updated with a warm, family-friendly palette when he bought it in 2022, now serves as the central hub for their blended family, including their toddler son, Rocky 13 Barker, whose first spoken words were featured in the show's 2025 season premiere. What made the tour's closing moments unexpectedly touching was seeing how this isn't just a celebrity crash pad. Instead of a solo lifestyle or a purely aesthetic influencer home, the house showcased everyday family life, from Rocky's toys tucked by the fireplace to shared family routines, underscoring that this isn't a temporary stay, but a permanent family-first living situation. Previously, Kardashian and Barker had discussed how they planned to blend their households and kids' spaces in their respective properties so everyone could feel comfortable, a logistical dance that plays out more fully now that all 6 children from their prior relationships and baby Rocky are part of daily life under one roof. The real shock wasn't a surprise partner or celebrity roommate. It was the depth of integration into real family living, making the mansion less of a celebrity showcase and more of a home where both daily parenting and high-profile moments coexist. In an era where celebrity homes often feel immaculate but impersonal, Kourtney's tour ended with messy toys and real voices, and that's the part fans truly couldn't stop talking about. Orlando Bloom's living situation just shifted in a big way. In 2025, Orlando Bloom, the British actor who broke out as Legolas in The Lord of the Rings and later became a box office staple as Will Turner in Pirates of the Caribbean, experienced a significant personal and domestic shift after ending his nearly decade-long relationship and engagement with pop star Katy Perry in June 2025, a split confirmed in multiple reports. After nearly 10 years together and co-parenting their daughter Daisy Dove Bloom, born August 26, 2020, Bloom made what tabloids are calling a major change in his living situation. He sold his long-held Beverly Hills mansion, a mid-century modern property in the exclusive Truesdale Estates that he had painstakingly renovated and listed for sale in 2025, shortly after their breakup, signaling a fresh start rather than maintaining a shared or static space tied to the couple's past. Sources indicate that Bloom has since transitioned to new arrangements more aligned with his post-partnership chapter, with reports describing this as a move toward independence after years of shared family living. While details about the exact property remain private, entertainment outlets have noted that the shift reflects his current life, standing in contrast to the family-oriented homes he shared with Perry. At the same time, Bloom has emphasized that his primary focus remains co-parenting Daisy Dove and his older son Flynn, born in 2011, with his ex-wife Miranda Kerr, as evidenced by his warm Thanksgiving 2025 celebration photos with both children. This shift in address isn't just a real estate transaction, it's part of how Bloom is navigating life after a high-profile split, balancing his roles as an actor, father, and individual. In 2025 alone, he's promoted his film, The Cut, in which he underwent a dramatic physical transformation for his role, showing he's equally focused on personal and professional evolution. The story fans are buzzing about isn't a fleeting tabloid fling, but a very real chapter of change. Orlando Bloom sold the house that anchored years of his family life, then embraced a fresh space that reflects where he is now, independent, reflective, and grounded in co-parenting rather than romantic headlines. Zac Efron quietly moved and didn't go alone. In 2025, Zac Efron, the High School Musical alum whose reinvention from teen heartthrob to serious actor has spanned everything from The Greatest Showman to indie films, took what many are calling a major lifestyle step, and it wasn't a solitary one. For years, he spent significant time in Byron Bay, Australia, a coastal region he fell in love with during the pandemic and later chose as a base while filming projects and exploring sustainability, even purchasing large swaths of property there for a future eco-home site. He's publicly called Australia home, far from Los Angeles roots where he once lived, and sold his LA mansion back in 2021. But the quietly shared spotlight that's catching fans' attention in late 2025 isn't just about geography. It's about family and collaboration. Zac's younger brother, Dylan Efron, has been a constant presence in his life, and 2025 cemented that bond more publicly. Dylan is starring in Dancing with the Stars Season 34, and Zac has been spotted supporting him, symbolically reinforcing how closely their adult lives are intertwined beyond Hollywood brio. What makes this especially warm for followers isn't vague speculation, but visible camaraderie. Zac has publicly cheered on Dylan's performances and shared moments that signal more than sibling support, shared life momentum. Meanwhile, Zac continues building his own future with exciting film work, starring in the upcoming thriller Famous, a noir-tinged project where he plays dual roles in a narrative about identity and ambition, a real meta mirror for someone who's always reinventing himself on screen and off. So while fans might expect a solo headline about a move or a new production pad, the real story is Zac Efron didn't go alone. He deepened the presence of family and long-term creative roots in his life, advancing plans near Byron Bay while remaining publicly supportive of Dylan's spotlight journey. That's not just a relocation. It's a quietly shared chapter in a life still unfolding far from the High School Musical stages that first made him famous. Nicole Kidman's new home reveal had one big surprise. When Nicole Kidman opened the doors to her 2025 living situation, fans expected another peek inside a world-class estate. But what they got was a story about resilience, family, and geographic reinvention rather than just square footage or marble fountains. The 58-year-old Oscar winner, best known for iconic roles in Moulin Rouge, to the psychological thriller Holland, which premiered on Amazon Prime Video in March 2025, has spent much of the year navigating life after announcing her separation from her husband, Keith Urban, of nearly 2 decades in late September 2025, officially filing for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. Instead of retreating into a single-family compound or selling off every property, Kidman's living narrative expanded. She has been splitting her time between several meaningful spaces. Alongside her long-standing homes in Nashville, Beverly Hills, and Sydney, she also rented a historic London mansion in Hampstead while filming Practical Magic 2 this year, a 6-bedroom estate once owned by pop star Boy George, featuring a cinema, roof terrace, and meditation room, a decidedly enviable setup befitting a globe-trotting actress balancing work and personal transitions. The real big surprise wasn't an A-lister moving in with her, but how her home life became a blend of old roots and new rhythms. Rather than choosing isolation after a major relationship shift, Nicole embraced her Australian heritage and co-parenting life, spending Christmas 2025 back in Australia with her daughters Sunday Rose, 17, and Faith Margaret, 14, her first holiday there since the split. This isn't a celebrity castle locked behind velvet ropes. It's a multi-location lifestyle shaped by Kidman's decades of dual careers in Hollywood and international cinema, her family commitments, and a willingness to inhabit several real homes rather than just one public facade. Fans expected glitz. They got nuance, geography, and a peek into how a Hollywood legend anchors life across continents rather than inside one gilded room. Gigi Hadid's new home isn't just hers anymore. See who's there. When supermodel Gigi Hadid, born Jelena Nouri Hadid in 1995 and one of the world's highest-paid and most recognizable models, opened up about her family life in 2025, fans expected another glimpse into a sleek fashion star's pad. But the real reveal was much more heartfelt and family-centric. After spending years dividing time between New York City and her family's New Hope, Pennsylvania farm, a property her family has long gravitated toward for privacy and childhood roots, Gigi's home life now regularly includes someone incredibly important, her 5-year-old daughter, Kai Hadid Malik. Kai, born in September 2020 to Gigi and her former partner, singer Zayn Malik, has always been central to Gigi's home narrative, with her mother prioritizing co-parenting, structuring work around custody schedules planned months in advance, and consciously shielding Kai's privacy from the public eye. But the surprise isn't just that Kai is at the center of Gigi's day-to-day life. It's how her relationships have expanded beyond a typical single-parent model. Gigi and her longtime partner, Bradley Cooper, first linked in late 2023, have been blending their families in real life as well as behind the scenes. Cooper's daughter, Leah Desine, and Kai have been seen spending time together during family outings, underlining that their time together often feels like a blended family dynamic rather than separate residences. Inside this shared family space, typical model meets actor glamour blends seamlessly with everyday parenthood. Kai's equestrian interests reflect Gigi's own childhood riding roots in Pennsylvania, and her influence even extends into Gigi's guest-in-residence fashion brand, where the toddler has served as a hands-on fit model for children's items. What makes this family life not just hers anymore isn't a shocking celebrity roommate or headline romance. It's the presence of Kai, Cooper's daughter, and the visible intertwining of two families, one that mixes runway couture with playroom toys and shared outings. In 2025, Gigi's life feels less like a staged celebrity showcase and more like a real family home in motion, a development fans didn't see coming but now can't stop talking about. Henry Cavill's country estate now has company. Henry Cavill, the British actor best known for embodying Superman in Man of Steel and Geralt of Rivia in The Witcher, quietly shifted the vibe at his homes in 2025, and it's not because of a movie role. Cavill, 42, has long prized privacy and home life as fiercely as he's pursued blockbuster action. He maintains a classic London residence and a converted stable in South Kensington, but when he wants green, he retreats to properties offering pastoral calm. This year, his family life got a truly personal upgrade. His girlfriend and creative partner, Natalie Viscuso, and their newborn daughter have become central to his forever home, making it a full family setup rather than a solitary refuge. Cavill and Viscuso's relationship has been steady since they went public in 2021, and they welcomed their first child, a daughter, in January 2025. In a British GQ interview, Cavill described settling into our forever home with his partner, their baby, and their two dogs as the most important chapter of his life. The home's transformation from quiet bachelor pad to family hub is a bit Superman origin story meets domestic bliss. Think training sequences replaced by stroller walks and morning rides swapped for nursery check-ins. Cavill's affection for outdoor life, he's spoken about how much nature means to him, meshes perfectly with a setup that's now animated by a child's presence. Fans who remember Cavill scaling icy cliffs for The Witcher or hefting Superman's suit will find it charming that one of his greatest roles now happens off-screen, being a dad who returns home to company, love, laughter, and the patter of tiny feet at a property that's now truly a family estate. Kelly Clarkson just let someone special stay with her. In late 2025, Kelly Clarkson, the Grammy-winning singer, American Idol original champ, and daytime talk show host, made headlines not for a new romance or celebrity roommate, but for something deeply real and human, prioritizing family during ex-husband Brandon Blackstock's final illness. After a very public and often contentious divorce finalized in 2022, Clarkson set aside past disputes when Blackstock, battling melanoma for over 3 years, became gravely ill. In August 2025, she postponed dates of her Kelly Clarkson Studio Sessions Las Vegas residency, a show at Caesars Palace known for its intimate take on her career, to be present with their two children, River Rose, 11, and Remington Alexander, 9, illustrating a heartfelt co-parenting chapter that fans hadn't expected from their fraught history. This situation isn't about rekindling a relationship or headline-grabbing gossip. Instead, it's a powerful example of Clarkson's family-first priority, a theme she's long expressed through her music and public words. Fans who recall her song, Piece by Piece, know it was originally written as an empowering narrative about love and healing. Blackstock died on August 7, 2025, at age 48 in Montana, and Clarkson's actions in his final weeks, focusing on her children, were widely covered as an act of compassion over conflict. What makes this detail special in late 2025 isn't a surprise partner moving in, but Clarkson's willingness to set aside past grievances and provide presents for her children in a very human, very real way when it counted most. Justin Timberlake's latest living situation has fans talking. Justin Timberlake's personal life in 2025 has become something of a quiet subplot alongside his music and tours, and the way his home life has shifted since wrapping his Forget Tomorrow World Tour is now resonating deeply with fans. After concluding the global trek in July, a run that covered over 120 shows across continents and supported his sixth studio album, Everything I Thought It Was, Timberlake returned to family life with his wife Jessica Biel and their two sons, Silas, 10, and Phineas, 5, and sources say that much of his focus now is squarely at home rather than on the road. That shift is partly health-driven. In July 2025, Timberlake revealed publicly that he had been diagnosed with Lyme disease, a tick-borne illness known for causing fatigue, nerve pain, and other debilitating symptoms, and he's since been prioritizing recovery and rest over nonstop travel and performance. Biel, who has been described as supportive as always, has been a constant presence, and insiders tell People that the couple is happy and united as they focus on family time after the grueling tour. Rather than living separate lives while Timberlake was touring or recording, 2025 has found them increasingly under one roof, putting co-parenting and health first. Timberlake's Instagram message about his diagnosis underscored how seriously he's taking this period of recovery, choosing transparency about his condition in hopes of connecting with fans who might face similar health challenges. Design details from their home, like the quiet luxury living room Beals shared on social media with warm neutrals and mid-century inspired decor, reflect a deliberate, comfort-first environment that echoes this new chapter of domestic focus. So while fans once buzzed about Timberlake's chart-topping pop hits or his days bringing NSYNC's Better Place to Trolls band together, the real 2025 story isn't a celebrity fling moving in. It's Timberlake grounding his life at home with his family, focused on health, rest, and the rhythms of everyday living, rather than the relentless pace of tour buses and studio sessions. Adele's house just gained another resident. Take a look inside. In 2025, Adele's living situation reflects a family-centric focus fans appreciate, especially since her Las Vegas residency wrapped. And it's not a new celebrity roommate or headline-grabbing partner. It's her son, Angelo Atkins, remaining central to her life in Los Angeles. The British singer, known globally for soul-stirring hits like Someone Like You and Hello, and for her emotional album 30, has spent years splitting time between homes in the US and the UK. But she's increasingly focused on creating a stable base for Angelo, who was born in 2012 and has largely lived with her in LA following her 2021 divorce from Simon Konecki. Adele purchased an Italianate Mediterranean-style mansion in Beverly Hills from Sylvester Stallone in 2022 for about $58 million, complete with expansive formal gardens, a 10-car garage, and panoramic views. Yet she hasn't fully moved in, choosing instead to renovate and consider how best to use such vast space. What's notable is Angelo's ongoing role in her daily life there amid renovations, reflecting family comfort as a priority in how her Beverly Hills home is planned. This transition echoes the behind-the-scenes emotional logic of her track My Little Love, where she records actual voice notes of her conversations with Angelo to process life events, blending artistry and motherhood. So in considering Adele's 2025 residence, the focus isn't a surprise A-lister or headline boyfriend. It's Angelo at the heart of her home life, turning big celebrity real estate into true family planning. That's the kind of reveal that feels real, touching, and, as Adele herself might put it, deeply music-worthy. Tiger Woods just moved in with someone special. Take a look inside. Tiger Woods, the 15-time major-winning golf legend whose career includes Masters titles in 1997 and 2019 and 82 PGA Tour wins, tied for the all-time record, just took a big personal step that's making headlines beyond the fairways. He's in a serious relationship with Vanessa Trump, the former wife of Donald Trump Jr. After years of keeping his personal life extremely private following his 2010 divorce from Ellen Nordegren and high-profile past relationships, Woods confirmed his romance with Trump, 47, in March 2025, sharing photos on social media with a caption about love and privacy that instantly went viral and ended months of speculation. What makes this living situation remarkable isn't just the romance itself, but how it's unfolding in real life. Reports indicate Trump has been spending significant time at Woods' Jupiter Island estate, setting up a life together rather than just occasional visits, a significant shift for a man who long kept separate private and public worlds. This Florida mansion isn't some tiny guest cottage. It's part of a decades-long home base for Woods and his two children, Sam Alexis and Charlie Axel, whom he shares with Nordegren, and is where he spent most of his post-tour time when not traveling for business or family commitments. Inside the home, the dynamic now blends family rhythms, kids' schedules, golf practice, backyard barbecues, with moments of adult partnership, something observers says feels refreshingly everyday for two high-profile figures. Reports even suggest that their blended family connections, with Trump's 5 children attending the same elite Florida school as Woods' kids, have helped make the arrangement practical as well as romantic. What really buzzes across golf forums and celebrity pages isn't a surprise fling, but the normalcy of it all. Tiger Woods, a man whose life has been measured in split-second drives and tournament drama, sharing his home and daily rhythms with someone who's become part of his real-world team. That's a pretty compelling story, and definitely worth taking a look inside. Meghan Markle's new residence includes a heartwarming twist. In 2025, Meghan Markle's Montecito, California residence, the $29 million mansion she shares with Prince Harry and their children, took on an especially touching role that goes beyond celebrity real estate. Since stepping back from senior royal duties in 2020 and relocating from the UK to the US, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have cultivated a home life centered on family, privacy, and personal traditions, and this holiday season revealed a wonderfully heartwarming twist. The estate isn't just a backdrop for luxury living, it's become a hub of cherished family rituals that are now public in ways fans have rarely seen. After years of rarely showing their children, Meghan and Harry released a holiday card and shared intimate details of their Christmas 2025 celebrations at home, with Prince Archie, 6, and Princess Lilibet, 4, choosing cozy family time over the British royal family's traditional Sandringham festivities, a pattern that continued since 2018. Inside their Montecito home, which includes spaces like a private gym, cinema, and pool, Meghan's Netflix lifestyle special, With Love, Meghan, Holiday Celebration, and her newsletter for her lifestyle brand, As Ever, spotlight personalized traditions like handmade advent calendars, dim sum on Christmas Eve, and pajamas and games on Christmas Day, emphasizing emotional closeness over ceremonial pageantry. These glimpses turn the property into something profoundly human, a place where royal titles give way to family routines filled with board games, candles, and laughter. The twist, that their house has become a heart-centered home rather than a showpiece, resonates in a year where Meghan also navigated public expansions of her As Ever brand and close-held family images. Rather than a headline about a surprise celebrity tenant, this story reflects a deeper cultural moment, one where domestic warmth and personal legacy have become the defining features of a space once seen as just a celebrity mansion. Victoria Beckham's new houseguest has the internet buzzing. In the midst of a very public 2025, highlighted by her Netflix docuseries, Victoria Beckham, which explores her transition from Spice Girl to global fashion designer and family matriarch, Victoria Beckham's home life recently made headlines for a reason that most wasn't about fashion or runway glamour, but family drama. The Beckham estate, where Victoria, her husband David Beckham, and their younger children, Romeo, Cruz, and Harper, have long lived, has been thrust into the spotlight because of an unexpected family dynamic. Their eldest son, Brooklyn Beckham, and his wife, Nicola Peltz Beckham, skipped Christmas celebrations this year amid a high-profile feud that saw Brooklyn block his parents and brother on social media, a move confirmed by brother Cruz. Instead, the family gathered with Cruz Beckham central to the festivities, singing and playing guitar by the fireplace as Victoria shared on her Instagram story and showcased the family decorating the tree together. This has sparked widespread buzz because it marks a very different holiday dynamic from past years when the entire Beckham clan would often gather, an iconic family known not just for David's legendary football career and Victoria's fashion empire, but for appearances together at red carpet events and runway fronts since the franchise's heyday in the 2000s. Fans and culture commentators have seized on this shift because behind the couture and celebrity veneer is a real-life family saga echoing classic soap opera tension, a storied household adjusting to who shares its hearth amid interpersonal fractures, while the remaining Beckhams still create new memories together in the same walls that once echoed with all 4 Beckham children. Clint Eastwood just let someone move in, and Hollywood's watching closely. In 2025, Hollywood's ultimate lone wolf is showing an unexpectedly warm chapter in his personal life. Clint Eastwood, the 95-year-old Oscar-winning director and actor whose career spans from spaghetti western legend in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly to gritty courtroom drama in Juror No. 2, has long been seen as fiercely independent, a persona that perfectly matched characters like Dirty Harry and The Man with No Name. That image carried into his personal life, too. Eastwood has had multiple marriages and relationships across decades, and his spokespeople traditionally kept his private affairs out of the spotlight. What's making headlines now isn't a dramatic new romance, but the presence of his grown children and grandchildren in his life, signaling a subtle but heartening shift toward family cohesion. Eastwood is father to 8 children from multiple relationships, including daughters Laura, Kimber, Allison, Catherine, Francesca, and Morgan, and sons Kyle and Scott. Recently, coverage about the family highlighted the growing richness of his extended household dynamic, especially as a new generation, like his granddaughter through Francesca, continues the Eastwood legacy. Rather than Hollywood caricature of an isolated screen legend brooding on his ranch under the California sun, children and grandchildren now regularly appear at events and in social media moments that underscore a familial closeness fans rarely associated with the famously private star. This presence reflects a broader pattern where the Eastwood family connects meaningfully, with adult children contributing to his legacy through premieres and gatherings. What makes Hollywood truly smile isn't a secret girlfriend moving in. It's seeing one of cinema's toughest screen personas embracing his flesh and blood, weaving family into a chapter of life where the roles are no longer script-bound, but deeply personal and genuinely heartwarming. Hey, thanks for watching Past Paradise, where Hollywood legends come home. If you enjoyed today's look into the topic, Tiger Woods just moved in with someone special, take a look inside. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Got a star or story you want next? Drop it in the comments. Until then, keep the nostalgia alive, only on Past Paradise.
If you've watched the video till here, that means you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notifications bell icon